automatically live. But as always, this thing is taking forever to refresh. Why is it so slow? Okay, I think it's coming. Let me switch a couple things around here. Okay. Okay, hopefully that's good. Those angles a little. In my defense, I have so little room in here at the moment that we're just kind of doing the best we can at the moment. Oof, that ring light position too is like, is giving me the like horror lighting, you know, where it looks like somebody hasn't slept in like 500 years. Which, like, I mean, maybe that's the truth, but still. So, anyways, I did see there were some people in the pre-chat, but I have no idea if they're still here. I think some of them are. Hi, Black Rose. Love your earrings, thank you. Yeah, I figured now was probably the time to get the FNAF earrings back out. Hi, Ryan Bremer. Hi, Goofy. Thank you. Gosh, it's been a while since we've done one of these, right? Or like we're on the floor in here. I think the last time that we did any live streams like that, it was when I was making the Glam Rock Chica cosplay. Hold on, I think there might be a cat trying to come in. There's noises at the door. I see a shadow. The door's open. I don't know which cat it is, but if they want to come in, they can. Push the door if you want to come in. Should I take pity on them and just open it for them? I feel like they need an invite or something. Which cat even is it? Hold on. Let me see, just to make sure. Who's out here? It was Sid, but he walked away. We'll see if he comes back. He gave up too quickly. So yeah, Sid's roaming around out there. It's because it's like their dinner time, so we'll see if he tries again. But I knew I saw a shadow over there. Sid's the nosy of the two cats. Like, he kind of always has to know what's going on, so there's a good chance he'll come back. Like, he can't help himself. And the hair clips, oh, thank you. Me with all my, like, star decorations all the time. Hi, Andrew. Actually, speaking of the star decorations, I had the dumbest thought yesterday. Like, I get asked all the time if I would ever do, like, some kind of Hatsune Miku cosplay. You know, especially because it's so common these days for people to, like, do their own take on Miku, because it's the whole, like, all Mikus are canon thing. Oh, thank you so much for sharing the stream, Glamrock. I appreciate that. So I was, like, trying to think. I was like, well, like, what kind of Hatsune Miku would I even do? And I was like, well, my style has always been very, like, scene kid, right? Which I realize awkward because I'm not a kid by any means. But yeah, like, I've always had this, like, scene style, right? Of just, like, the black with neons and stars and stuff. And so I was like, if I were to make a Hatsune Miku cosplay, perhaps the name for it could be Hatsune Senku. And then I immediately hated myself. Like, that might be the worst joke I've ever made in my entire life. Also, if someone's already made that joke and that cosplay exists, I swear I did not take it from them. I have not seen it before. It would just be a case where two different people came up with the same incredibly stupid joke. Hey, Carol. Can I draw you? Yeah, of course. Hi, little Miss Rio. Support means everything. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, also the reason I keep looking down is because the laptop is down here with the chat. I obviously I could see the chat on the phone, but I purposely have the phone like really dim right now, so it's a little harder to see the chat because I have that weird thing where every time I try to plug in the phone in this room, it cuts the mic out. So the phone is not plugged in. We just have to trust that it'll survive the next 2 to 3 hours of live streaming, which I think it can as long as I don't turn the brightness up too high. So yeah. But yeah, if it seems like a little weird that I keep like looking down here and responding to things, it's just because there's a laptop down here. So yeah, I guess this would be the first of the Springtrap cosplay live streams. Like, the only other time I've done a whole series like this was for Glamrock Chica, and then also when I started doing Shattered Chica, where I did like this whole like, let's make a cosplay series. I don't remember exactly how many videos I did, but it was quite a lot. It was like, well, not like live streams, you know, but obviously they stay up as VODs. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how many it was, but it was, I feel like it was at least like 7 live streams or something, and that cosplay probably got finished in half the time Springtrap is gonna take. So I would be very surprised if we end up with less than 10 Springtrap live streams, and that's like me lowballing it. Like we only have 3 months until Halloween as of today, exactly 3 months, which I kind of can't believe it. Actually, that time has flown that fast. You might be thinking, oh, 3 months, that's plenty of time for a cosplay. No, 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 not for mine, not for my cosplays. No, no, no. I have a feeling that this is going to be another situation like last year, or no, not last year, 2 years ago with Spammed and Neo, where like 3 days before Halloween, I was crawling on the floor painting the wings like in a panic. So, yeah. I mean, I want to say like the last few Halloween cosplays, like Mangle, Spammed and Neo, Ballora, all of those took more than 3 months. I think I'm actually cutting it way too close here. That's okay. That's okay. That's why we're getting started now. And I will say I do have some good news about the cosplay. There is a reason why we're here. I know I said that like, oh, this live stream was going to be us working on the mask, and I do want to get to that. But some stuff went a little differently than I expected yesterday in a good way. And so we're actually going to be starting off a little different here. That's why we're not like at the desk, we're like on the floor, because I got some stuff to show y'all. It's a good thing. But yeah, for now we're still kind of like warming up here as people show up. Hi Mike the Fox. Hi Vex. Excited to see how Springtrap is gonna turn out. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm so like simultaneously excited and nervous about this one. I've been kind of avoiding Springtrap. Like, not because I didn't want to do the cosplay or because I like don't like the character or something. I lose frames. Did I see the Mangle cos? Oh, go check out my channel. Like, I have so many Mangle shorts videos, so many live streams with Mangle. Like, yeah, she's my most popular cosplay, so Mangle has been just all over the channel for like 3 years now. Like, yeah, there's no shortage of Mangle on the channel. I would go so far as to say Mangle is practically the mascot of this channel. In fact, we just did a Get Ready With Me live stream with Mangle like a week ago. Or no, I think it was like maybe a week and a half ago. Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. So, yeah, just trying to think how to like go about this. Yeah, I guess like I'm sort of picturing today's live stream as kind of like an intro to how we're gonna do this cosplay, and that's why like I think it's kind of good that we're discussing like, you know, me avoiding Springtrap. I mean, there is a reason for that, and it's not, like I said, because I don't want to do it or don't like it. It's actually been a dream cosplay of mine for a long time, but those of you who are regulars around here, you know that I have a weird style. I don't really do like canon accurate cosplay, because I don't want to. I used to. It's not like I can't. I used to. But I just kind of started leaning into doing things my own way. I call it like artistic interpretations of characters because I just think it's more fun. I really like those videos. Do you have a design or a sketch? I do. Trying to remember where I put it. I have like this one sketch page for Springtrap, and it has like a billion illegible notes all over it. It was like any thought that popped in my head, I wrote it down, and it's like total chicken scratch. I'll see if I can find it. Like, maybe not right now, but like for a different live stream, I'll see if I can drag it up. I want to say there was like an Instagram story a while back where I shared the sketches. I mean, they were not good. Like, I do tend to kind of like wing it a lot with the way I do cosplay because, as you'll see today, as I kind of introduce some of the stuff I have over here, Part of my style is like, it's less that I build cosplays and it's more like I puzzle them out, because I do have kind of a strange style. And so, yeah, the reason I've been avoiding Springtrap is because it seems to me that compared to other FNAF cosplays or just characters in general, people kind of don't want anything other than canon accurate Springtrap. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, some of y'all here might not agree about that, but that's just what I've noticed over time. Got my braces colored Glamrock Chica colors. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Jelly. Jelly. I always stumble on your name every time. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Wahoo. Makeup looks so good. Oh, thank you. What products do you use? I'm not sure, actually. I think it's just a mishmash of random cheap stuff. Because, yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today is, like, part of the reason my style of cosplay is the way it is because I'm big on the whole cost-effective cosplay. So, yeah, that's going to come up a lot today. You'll see what I mean. Roxy's hair back there. Yeah, we'll see. We got Boozette, we got Glamrock Chica, we got Roxy. Yeah, they're in the overflow area because I'm run out of room to place wigs. There's just wigs everywhere. It's kind of bad. I think Spampton's back here. There's Spampton. Then people wonder why that wig looks so disheveled in videos. Oh, hi, Tori. Hello. You can just call me Jelly. Sure, yeah. I don't know why I'm always so determined to try to say your whole username. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I've been avoiding Springtrap because, yeah, I like was even doing Google searches the past few days, and I was trying like various versions. Like I was typing in things like unique Springtrap cosplay, human Springtrap cosplay, even stuff like Springtrap makeup cosplay, just trying all these different variations. And I'm telling you, only canon accurate cosplay comes up. There's like nothing else. Now, don't get me wrong, I do know there are some other takes on Springtrap because I have seen them. I mean, some of you might be familiar with like Jade and Serna, for example, very, very popular FNAF cosplayer who has like their own take on Springtrap. Trying to think, like I know like Stormy Lilacs has one that's like their own take. So it's not like they don't exist, but it's very uncommon. And so I was a little worried if I took a crack at Springtrap, people were gonna hate it. But you know, maybe it's just because I've been dealing with all the people hating my Aqua cosplay lately. You know, I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, whatever, I don't even care. We're just gonna do things the way we do it around here, and if people don't like it, then they can just go move on. You know, like what are you gonna do? You can't please everybody. So yeah, we are gonna get started on my take on Springtrap, for better or for worse. Hi, Dr. Calamari. Live stream on a day that I'm off. Oh, good. Yeah, welcome. With a little deno there. What kind of music do you like to listen to? I mean, it should probably come as no surprise that I like hard rock and heavy metal and stuff. Like, I really like electronic metal. Like, I'm big into stuff like industrial. I know, shocking. I cosplay a lot of robots that are scary. I come by it honestly. Yeah, I like a lot of like Nine Inch Nails and like Rammstein and stuff like that. Like that. Honestly, that's the stuff I grew up on. Like that's what my parents listened to as well. So. They kind of turned me into this. So, yeah, I suppose we can kind of just get started here. This is going to be a little bit of a disorganized live stream, but I think that fits the vibe of what we're doing here. So, basically, what happened was I decided to tackle this cosplay the same way that I tackled Spampton Neo, because I felt like I had pretty good luck with the base materials for that cosplay. And I think like that character kind of has a similar, not the character, but like the cosplay of Spamton Neo that I do, I think has a silhouette that I think works well for Springtrap the way that I'm envisioning it. I know that might sound a little strange. What a weird comparison. I swear it'll make sense eventually. And so, don't I celebrate? But I'm broke. Oh, don't worry about it, Dr. Galabar. It's okay. Like, please prioritize your own situation first. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Cacas are cute. 3D model knows Thornring is printing now. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. Sorry, I have to throw that in. I wish I could do it like as well as Toby does it though. Yeah. I feel like my voice, I can't get it squeaky enough. I had to tell you how I feel that. Oh my gosh. Someday I'll tell you all the story of when I was driving to Dragon Con and got a flat. That was fun. Oh, thank you so much, Jilly, for the star. Thank you. Appreciate that. Only thorns on the outside, right? Yeah, for your own safety, put the thorns on the outside. I will tell you all the thorn ring that I wear with my Noelle cosplay has the thorns on the outside. Safety first. As much as we'd love to try to be a little accurate, still, you don't want to harm yourself. So yesterday I went on a journey. The reason I didn't live stream yesterday, like I normally would on a Thursday, because I tend to do like a Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday sort of schedule. Also, if you hear meowing, I think the cats are getting fed. I can hear Glenn like having a tantrum out there. He's so loud. Glenn's the chatty of the two cats, and once he starts yelling, he keeps going for like 20 minutes. Yeah, so basically, like, I couldn't live stream yesterday because, first of all, I had a dentist appointment, and it was early enough in the morning that I probably could have still live streamed, but I decided instead to make use of the day and go on a Springtrap mission. Like, I had like a whole agenda. I was like, I want to get started on this. And actually, the thing that inspired me to finally get started, this is super weird. So I know I'm like going off on so many tangents here. I promise this is all gonna make sense. Like I said, this is basically our intro live stream to getting started on Springtrap. We're getting everything organized and figured out here. Sorry, I feel like I saw a bunch of people there. Oh, sorry. I need to like move this ring light. It's like blinding me. Let the cat in. Yeah, no worries. They're eating food right now, but I bet you when they're like done eating, they're gonna want to come in. They can come in. Like the door's like not totally closed if they want to come in. I promise. Like, yeah. Sorry, I'm just laughing because Glenn is just having such a meltdown out there. He's so loud. But yeah, no worries. Like the cats can come in if they want to. So yeah. I went out on a mission yesterday because I was like, okay, I'm like out in a different area than I normally would be in. I'm gonna like drive around and get started with Springtrap. So I know I've said this a million times, but my style of cosplay, I call it junkyard cosplay. It always makes me laugh when I get comments from people saying like, oh my gosh, like how much must it cost you to do all these cosplays? Everything looks so expensive. And I'm like, no. No. My entire style is about how to make cosplay that doesn't cost much of anything, in fact. And I think Spamton Neo was a very good example of that because I made, and this is true of a lot of my cosplays. One of my like little tricks for robotic cosplays to do them in a cost-effective way is I am really big into used sports gear. So examples of that would be like, I was trying to think if I had anything else around here. My Circus Baby cosplay. I've had a few people clock this in the past. The arm parts are actually shin guards that I painted. In fact, I think there's like a knee guard on the inner part of it that I like Velcroed them together basically. And Spamton Neo, I mean, straight up, the top portion of it is like used football gear. Like, not even kidding. I I just find that that stuff works really well for robotic cosplays. So the thing that finally like got me to start working on Springtrap is like I'm always waiting for something to like inspire me. And usually it happens when I'm not looking. And it's always just like some little thing. Like honestly, the whole masquerade masks thing started when I was trying to figure out how to make Mangle a few years ago, and I suddenly just spotted one of those masks at a Joanne Fabrics, R.I.P. Joanne Fabrics, and was like, huh. And I just like stood there staring at it for like 20 minutes, like just having an epiphany. It's stuff like that. So the thing that like finally made me think, okay, you know what? I think I know what to do here with Springtrap. Is I happened to have y'all ever seen those like weighted infinity hoops? They're they're like made of like links, you know, kind of like a hula hoop, and like they have like a weighted ball on it. It's like an exercise thing, and it's just one of the things I have around. Like I work out with it sometimes, not like every day necessarily, but it's just one of those things I use. And I suddenly realized that all of the like extra links that I wasn't using for it, they look like a spine. I realize that's a strange thing to think, but it was the moment that I suddenly was like, I think I know where I'm going with this. Like I just kind of stood there with it and was like, hello. Hello, used sports gear, always giving me ideas for robotic cosplays. So that's when I decided, like, okay, it's time to go on a trip. Sorry, I know what my roommate's laughing at. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to a Play It Again Sports, and I'm going to just raid it. I did 2 different things yesterday. I went to a Play It Again Sports, and I went to a Goodwill. And I spent, like, probably close to, like, 3-4 hours between the 2 of them, like, just trying to get Springtrap figured out. The reason I set up the stream today as being like, oh, let's just make a mask stream was because, to be honest, I kind of assumed that, like, the Play It Again Sports and Goodwill trips weren't necessarily going to wield very good results. And if that was the case, then I'd have to show up today and just be like, okay, let's just get started on the mask because I don't really have anything else to go off of at the moment. That's not what ended up happening. I actually ended up having an extremely successful trip and got a lot of stuff for very little money. The deals I got, I was like, yo. So I figured I'd show off some of that stuff right now so that, like, give y'all an idea of, like, basically, like, how we're starting. Like, this will be the body, more or less, of the cosplay, and then we're going to start building up from there. And we can also kind of get started on the mask, although I will admit there's still a few issues with the mask I'm trying to figure out, but maybe like talking about it out loud in a stream will help. I do tend to find that useful. So I'll catch up with the chat too. Hi, Ghost Blush. Coco's and falling safety first. Oh no. How many piercings do I have? I have 10 in total. I have 5 on each ear. And I've had them for like the longest time. Like I can't even remember how long, but like, yeah, I like quite literally cannot remember a time before I had 10 piercings. Room looks really cool. Oh, thank you. It is a mess right now though, because again, we're getting started on one of my junkyard cosplays. The mess is kind of intentional, like, because we are heading into the phase now where we're just gonna be digging through garbage endlessly for the next 3 months, getting this all sorted out. And that's, like I said, that's what I was doing yesterday. I was at a Play It Again Sports and a Goodwill, just hunting for stuff. And I think we have a really good start here. So yeah, I'm gonna like show some of the stuff I've got here. I actually did try all of it on earlier. So I know it all works. I even filmed a video. I will share it as like a TikTok and Instagram story for those of you who follow me there as well. But we'll see. Maybe I'll try some of it on for y'all during the stream. It'll just depend. Yeah, so Okay, starting with like just the things I got at Goodwill. Like I said, this is just going to be me trying to explain like the vision here, because some of this is going to seem a little weird. So just like bear with me. Hi, Exotic Butters. Once in a while someone makes a comment. Oh yeah, we're always going to have trolls in here. Don't worry about it. Honestly, it's kind of a good thing, like, because then if there's like people showing up here who don't know anything about the stream, then it means the stream is at least being like shown to people, like it's out on the feeds and stuff. Because I'll tell you, I think I might be like shadow banned on like YouTube Shorts right now. So I guess I'm just feeling fortunate that I don't think I'm like shadow banned in like live streams at least. So take it as a good thing if you see trolls, because at least it means that I'm not like getting buried by YouTube at the moment. Because yeah, either YouTube really hates my Aqua cosplay, or I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think I might be shadow banned because like Puppet's not doing so good either. So like, did I mess something up? Who did I anger and how did I anger them? I don't know. Hi, Graveyard Kitten. So okay, like I said, I went to Goodwill to find the cheapest stuff I could find, and here's what I'm thinking. I think the best approach to Springtrap is you kind of have to do two cosplays, right? When you think about it, because you've got the animatronic suit, yes, that is one cosplay, but you also have the corpse, the zombie, whatever you want to call it, the Afton on the inside. And that's kind of its own cosplay too, you know? Like, depending on how you go about it. And the way I want to go about it is, well, you know, I really like body horror. It's kind of like my favorite thing. Like, that's why I do stuff like Silent Hill nurse cosplays and Frampton Neo, let's face it. And like, I really want to like lean into the decay of it all. I'm already like bracing myself for a lot of comments from people like thinking I'm doing Burn Trap instead of Springtrap. I can already tell, like, that's gonna become, it's gonna become the most common comment I'm gonna get, right up there with Aqua doesn't have red lips, which is like just become such an eye roll for me at this point that I just can't even. So yeah, I'm basically, like I said, we have to tackle this like there's two different cosplays going on, which is going to make this all very complicated. So I was like, all right, we need the base for the human first, right? And I think the easiest way to go about that is start with corpsey colors and filth it up, you know, and then put everything else on top of it. So like make a zombie first, then make a robot. But I mean, we're going to do both at the same time, of course. Like, I'm not saying that I have to have a perfect Afton first or something. I just think it's going to be like the best way to stay organized. So yeah, I found like these super cheap red sweatpants. I'm talking like these were literally like $5 or something. Like, all of this was like $5 to $7. It's crazy. I figured bright red is like pretty good for just like bloody, muscly looking, you know, horror. Similarly, red top that I found, and it's nice because it's kind of breathable. I don't think I would overheat in this. However, I will admit I was a little torn on the color of red, because this type of red's a little cartoony, right? Like, real body horror would be a bit more gruesome. So as like a backup, just in case, I also did grab this top, because this is like a more like gore kind of red, right? Like a rusty kind of red. To be honest, I actually think we can use both. I'm thinking that, I don't know which one will be the real base. I suppose it would make more sense for the darker color to be the base. I'm not sure yet, but one of them can be cut up into strips to like add like fleshy bits to the other. You know what I mean? Like, kind of how like my Mango cosplay, for example, has like, there's like the black shirt, but then there's like bands of a different material. That kind of thing, right? So I figured, again, all of this was like $5, $6, $7. So it was like, there's no harm in getting more, because any of this can also just be cut up into material if you need it. So yeah, this is like the most basic interior that we'd be dealing with is just like, yeah, basic pants, basic shirts. One of these though is probably going to get like pretty shredded up. Like I'm already anticipating it. One of them is going to become just flesh. um, and on top of that, I also have. Now don't laugh. No, it's okay. You can laugh. This next part's really silly. I actually found something for the feet. It's gonna look really funny, but like hear me out, okay? Like I swear, like I have a vision here. Also, sorry, I know I'm like missing so much of the chat. Found you on my feed for YouTube Shorts, and it was the Aqua cosplay. Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like YouTube was okay with the Aqua cosplay for like a day or two, and then it just said like goodbye. Like I don't know what I did wrong, but the views have been like the lowest I've like ever seen on the channel in like the you're in trouble way. And I was kind of hoping maybe Puppet could fix it, but I don't think so. So I don't know. I think I feel like shadow banned, but I don't know what I did wrong. Who knows? Will you cut off the string? The string actually shouldn't be visible. It's actually completely on the inside of the pants. But we'll see. Like all of this is going to get super readjusted and like none of it's going to look like normal clothes in the end. Trust me. It's all going to be unrecognizable by the time that this cosplay is finished. Can you do some more amazing digital circus drawings? It's possible. Junkyard nuclear fallout themed areas. Oh no, I love that kind of stuff. Hi, Raptor Blue. Do you mean beak? You gotta learn to spell if you're gonna try and insult me. So okay, so like yeah, it's okay to laugh, I suppose, if you want, but like, I kind of found something for the feet for Springtrap. Okay, look, these are like literally $7. I know it seems really silly, but imagine it. Picture this, okay? If I have like black socks, right? And I like paint them to look like foot bones and like metal bones and stuff that you can like see through the strips. And then of course I'll like make these all dirty and stuff. Like I don't want them to look like cute fuzzy slippers. Like you'd basically just already have the feet taken care of. And like in shoes that I wouldn't fall on my face with immediately. Like this felt like such a steal. Like I said, these were like literally $7 and I was like, no way. So yeah, I think this will be the base for the feet. Because I'll admit the lower half of the cosplay is the part I'm like the most unsure about. Like, I don't entirely know what I'm going to do with the legs yet. I kind of just want to like start at the top and then things that work well on the arms and stuff, I might like repeat on the legs. We'll see. So yeah, so I got these like slippers here. So that's like the Goodwill stuff that I found. Like just the basic clothing materials. But like that really only covers like William Afton, essentially. The actual costume itself, we're gonna kind of like get into the sports gear part of all of this. So yeah, this is where things get a little bit weird. So yeah, I'll just like show y'all each of the pieces I have here. And like I said, maybe I'll like try some of it on just to show y'all how it all looks. But I did film a video of it. Like I could also maybe share a photo in like the YouTube community post, whatever the heck thing. But yeah. So sorry, I'm like missing so much of the chat. Every time I look over, I'm like, oh wait, there's a bunch of new comments. I'm sorry. Sick right now? I'm sorry to hear that, Spencer. New cosplaying I just joined. So I am getting started on a Springtrap cosplay, but we're just working on building it. Hi, Glenn. Did you hear that horror movie squeak just now? That was Glenn trying to push the door open. Yeah, come on. Speaking of horror, we have a black cat. Hi. Come here. Glenn, come here. They want to say hi to you. Glenny. Look who's here. It's Glenn. There we go. I know some of y'all were requesting a cat. Sid's also in here. He's over there. You want to come say hi, Sid? We've got both kitties. Oh, you're so cute. You are so cute. Yeah, you're good boys. You're good boys. They just got fed, so they should be pretty happy. You want to go exploring? They're like sniffing all over my Springtrap stuff. Love your earrings. Oh, thank you. Like graveyard themed areas and zombies. Yeah. But not like when it gets too gross. What's your cat's name? Yeah, so this one here is Glenn, the black cat. The other cat is Sid. Let's see if he kind of like comes in frame. He's like all over Springtrap right now. Sid, do you want to come say hi? Please don't eat Springtrap. Can you imagine how like amazing all of that smells to a cat though? All this like used clothing and gear, like it's got to be just a festival for them. Glenn over here. Why do you keep standing right off a frame? Everyone wants to see you. Here comes Sid. Sid, over here. Come here. Everyone wants to see you. There's Sid. He's our tuxedo boy. Say hi. Say hi, Sid. He's like so stubborn. Like, just go over here. Come on. Everyone wants to see the kitties. Yeah, they're very silly. All right, he's exploring. We'll see if he like decides to head over here. You know how it is though, trying to get cats to do anything. This tripod's like broken. That's why I keep adjusting it. Oh, here he comes. There he is. There he is. Hello. Hello, Mr. Squish. We like to call him Squish. Are you squishy? I guess he's exploring the room right now. We'll see how long he stays. Hopefully he won't trap me though. We've done some live streams before where I sat on the floor here and then Sid decided it was lap time and then I was stuck for like 3 hours. We'll see. I'm just gonna like let him do his thing. He's like sniffing the slippers now. Yeah, those probably smell really weird, right? It probably smells like 500 different people in here at the moment. He's very intrigued. I don't know if he's visible or not. Yeah, there he is. They're good boys, though. They're very good boys. Yeah. Okay, have fun. Yeah, he's just roaming around, so you might like see a tail passing the camera every now and then or something. he's having a good time. Glenn left, unfortunately, though. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like between the two cats, Sid's like the nosy one. Like Glenn, he'll like look around and then he's like, okay, I'm good. Sid, he has to like know everything ever. He must explore every inch of this place before he's satisfied. Heading that way? Where are you going? You heading out? There's kitchen noises, so he's like... We'll see if he leaves or not. Anyway, okay, so... Kids are here to devour yourself. Hi, Leo. Master of Cosplay back at it again. Oh, thank you, Fleming Jester. I hope I pull it off with this one. I'll admit I'm a little worried that I might end up disappointing people with Springtrap. This feels like the one cosplay where you don't want to disappoint people, but I'll just do the best I can. I really, really hope this all works out. So yeah, so I'll show you all the Play It Again sports gear that I found. And yeah, this is all going to become like the animatronic part of the cosplay, not the like human part. So I guess we'll just start with the big part. I got this for only $20. We have ourselves. If someone here knows sports better than me, they can tell me. Is this for football or is it for hockey? Does anyone here know? I'm embarrassed because I used to be a skater who did halftime shows for like the local hockey teams. So I should know, but I don't. I know it's embarrassing because it's like football cheerleaders probably know stuff about football So in a way, I guess I was the world's worst hockey cheerleader, but I just was only there to skate. No offense to the hockey players. It was nothing personal. I just didn't feel like learning anything. Jeez. But yeah, so I found this for only 20 bucks. And like I said, this is actually exactly how Spampton Neo got started. The upper portion of my Spampton Neo display is like football slash hockey gear. Spooky. So I liked the silhouette that created for Spampton Neo and kind of wanted to like repeat that. So yeah, I tried this on already. It fit great. It actually looks really, really cool. And you can kind of already see the vision, right? Like, you know how Springtrap has those like iconic shoulders, you know, like that's what these are going to become. Stuff like this, you know, can add like bulk to the arms. I'm kind of picturing a situation, like, I don't know yet if I can make it work, but I'm sort of picturing something where like we can have something like this, like dangling from the chest part, right? Like a loose, like spine or like sternum kind of situation. I don't know if anyone here is a fan of the band Avatar, but I'm picturing like that creature from Colossus Arise. Probably no one here knows what the heck I'm talking about. That's okay. So yeah, that's why like this thing kind of inspired me to get started. Because as soon as I saw it, I suddenly pictured like this kind of gear connected to it, and I was like, oh, okay, I think I kind of know where I'm going with this now. I'm seeing the vision, you know. So yeah, this will be like the chest and shoulder and arm parts. I don't know yet what I'll be doing with these. I actually wound up removing these on Spampton Neo. I have ran into some weird issues with them, and so I wound up cutting them off and then actually repurposing like these parts for other stuff. So that is a thing I do sometimes where like I'll cut like stretchy bands off of things if I'm not using them and just repurpose it for other parts of the cosplay. Now obviously though, like we're not going to keep everything looking like sports gear. Like we're not doing a football player Springtrap here. This stuff is all going to get painted. Some of it's probably going to get filled in with like foam clay or covered in EVA foam in certain areas. But stuff like this is really convenient because, as some of you might know, part of my aesthetic is that I really, really like when there's like dangling wires and things. Like, I really like that kind of like animatronic horror. And so these kinds of little gaps and stuff, any one of those can be an area where you can just go ham with wires. Like, that's immediately what I think of when I see stuff like that, is like, ah, that's an area where I can just put all kinds of like dangly gross stuff. So yeah, please though, do not think that this means that, yeah, we're gonna have like a neon green Springtrap. That's not what we're doing. This will all get painted. It's gonna suck. I'll be real here. I kind of hate painting a lot, and this cosplay is probably gonna end up being one of the worst of it, but I'm already prepared. I've already got like a bunch of fabric paints and stuff. And I was like looking through the colors. Also, you can tell like this is so used. It's like shedding like silver fabric all over the place. People are saying it's for football. That's what I thought. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was for football. Because yeah, I think hockey. I'm trying to picture what hockey looks like. There is actually some hockey gear over here, but yeah, I think like hockey wouldn't really have like the arms and stuff, right? I think. But yeah, like I was already like going through like the fabric paints and stuff, and yeah, we've got just like plenty of good colors that we can work with here to make Springtrap happen. I even have a backup one of these because I am running really low on certain stuff like the black and the white from other cosplays. But yeah, I do have like a backup container of fabric paints. So yeah, I'm ready because the mask might also involve some of this. So that's the chest part. You think it's hockey, Flamin' Jester? I mean, it could be. I don't know. Yeah, are there like any sports people here? Do we have any sports experts? Because Lord knows I'm not. You think it's tennis, Andrew? Can you imagine someone trying to play tennis in like full like football gear? Also, sorry, I realize I'm sounding very American referring to it as football. Apologies to all the to the rest of the world, I guess, right? Isn't it? I think America's the only place that says football and then has soccer, right? I don't know. So sorry about that. Yeah, I realize that sounds very painfully American. That was from the Deltron Weird Rat drawing. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and believe me, we're still going to be doing more of those, so I'm still not done. Actually, if anyone here is following me on like Instagram and TikTok with those like Deltron daily doodles I've been doing, I did finish one for today, but didn't have time to film it yet. So I will be sharing a story post after the live stream showing what the daily doodle is for today. But I mean, I drew yellow last time, so I feel like it should be pretty obvious who I drew this time. Like, there was really only one option if you're gonna have someone after yellow. Not me finishing iced coffee at 5:45 p.m. So, Avatar did Bloody Angel, right? Yeah, yeah, same band. Yeah, that song rules. Do I ever swear on stream? I mean, I can. I'm just always like, I don't know. I used to live stream on TikTok a lot where you'd get in trouble for that, and then I like wasn't sure if it would be like that over here too. Cause yeah, I kind of swear a lot in real life, but I tried to be careful on live stream because I didn't want to get like demonetized or something. Hey, Workman. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. How you doing? Hey, Charlie. How we get the corpse texture? Oh, it's gonna be a lot of painting. Like, this is gonna be such a brutal cosplay, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not really gonna be fun. I'm hoping by live streaming a lot of it, I can force it to be fun, but it's gonna kind of suck. Okay, so that was the top part. Now, we actually are gonna switch gears into hockey, because at this part, I'm, like, pretty sure it's hockey. I found these hockey pants, I guess you'd call them. And these are great because not only did they cost like nothing, these were like 15 bucks something, but they, not only do they also like add like a ton of bulk, but they're really lightweight. Like, they're like the kind of thing where they're not going to overheat you. Like, they're actually see-through mesh in a lot of areas. Because that was one of my concerns, was like the more I add to this cosplay, the more it's going to like become something that you can't survive in. Which is another reason why sports gear is like really great for this kind of stuff though, because a lot of it is designed to be breathable. So yeah, these are going to add a lot of like bulk to like the legs, because this is why I'm predicting a lot of people are going to think I'm doing more like a burn trap kind of thing. I really, really want to get like that nasty like roaring night silhouette going on. I like the idea of like the level of decay where it's like, you know, like just ribs and like spine and stuff, and then like bulky top and bottom, if you can kind of picture it. So I was like hoping like this would add to that silhouette. So like I said, I already tried all of this on. Like, I do know that it all actually looks pretty cool together. I was pleasantly surprised when I tested it out on my own. But yeah, and like I was saying with the chest part, it's like stuff like this where it's a lot of like mesh. It's just millions more opportunities to shove wires through things and have lots of dangly wires. So yeah, these are going to be the thigh area, I guess you could say. My one regret yesterday is I did not purchase any like shin guards intended for the legs yet. I will eventually, but I kind of like, I was reaching the point where I had more stuff with me than I could carry. So I was like, okay, we're gonna like come back to the legs later. But at the very least, I have like the thigh part. I technically do have some shin guards here, but these, I actually would prefer to use these for the arms. I think these are going to function kind of similarly to the way that I do Circus Baby. So I'm picturing something more like this, right? Where like this will become like the robotic-y, bulky part of the arm, and then again we can have all kinds of like nastiness on the inside, you know. I'm picturing like kind of like just strips of stuff. And these were in surprisingly good condition. I don't know, these almost didn't even seem used to me, because everything else I bought is like disgusting. Like, be glad that with the like YouTube quality y'all can't see the finer details here, because all of this used stuff is like, it looks diseased. It looks like it was well loved by somebody before they, I don't know, got aged out of it or something. Who knows? Like, well, because that's the thing, is like, it's so embarrassing. But I mean, all of this did come from like the like junior high section or something. All of them say like youth on them. I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am that the people that work at Play It Again Sports, in my experience, they don't ask questions. Thank goodness, because it's really embarrassing to be a grown-ass woman in the like, yeah, like junior high section of a used sports gear store, picking out mismatched pieces of gear that have nothing to do with each other and trying to act like it's totally normal. But they don't ask any questions. Even when I was purchasing, the guy was just like super chill about it. Was just like, "Hey, thanks for shopping with us." And I was like, "Thanks for not making it weird." Yeah. So yeah, these are going to be the arm parts, and again, like I was saying with everything else, obviously all of this is going to be painted. Like, we're not going to have weird red arms that say, what is this brand? Vizari? I don't even know. Yeah, all of this is going to get like painted and like textured, and you know, who knows. Which is going to suck. I mean, I can't even sugarcoat it. It's really going to suck. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate painting cosplay stuff. But it is what it is. And I actually have another part that can go with these. This was the one part I was like a little bit unsure about. It was sort of like a last minute decision of like, am I really gonna buy this or nah? Also, hold on, let me just grab a little more drink here so I don't lose my voice. Ugh. Oh yeah, the cupcake earrings. Yeah, you like them? I figured now was a good time, right, to bring them out. I just realized I have like an open drink on the floor while the cats were roaming around. That could have been a problem. Well, Glenn is good. The fluffy black cat, he's a good boy. He would like never knock anything over, but Sid'll do it for fun. Hi, Tommy. What cosplay am I doing? Yeah, so we're getting started on a Springtrap cosplay. It's going to take months. The deadline is Halloween. That's my personal deadline. But we're kind of like doing an introductory live stream today where I'm like showing all the gear and stuff that I've got. So normally I always have to have like kind of some weird things that I factor in with my cosplays, right? Like, I don't just do photo shoots. I am like a performance style cosplayer. I make videos, I go to conventions. And so I always have to factor in things like, can I use a phone while I'm cosplaying? And so normally I'm kind of a stickler about gloves. Like, y'all have probably seen with some of my cosplays, like for example, Mangle, fingerless gloves on the one hand so that I can use the phone. Smampton Neo, I think, is the same way. And a lot of my cosplays, I do the thing where I have like those phone gloves where they've got the little flaps, you know? So that's why I was a little hesitant about this next part, because it could make things difficult. However, I just couldn't really imagine doing Springtrap without the hands being like a bit more monstrous, I guess, than normal. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just picture like, I just think like dainty hands just it wouldn't cut it. So I found these super cheap gloves. Once again, I don't know what they're for. I don't know what the original purpose was. But yeah, they were super cheap. These are in the worst condition of any of the things I bought. The thumbs are actually completely worn through. Like my thumb sticks through it sometimes on accident because of how like rough these are. I don't know if these are for like, I don't know, like tennis or something. Like, still has like somebody's name. Oh, it says 07. Oh my god, were these from like somebody who was playing like 20 years ago? Are these 20-year-old gloves? Whatever. That's crazy. BLA. Yeah, sometimes with these used things, like you find like interesting little tidbits in them, like you find people's names and like their schools they went to and stuff. It's kind of strange. Um, so, okay. I decided to go ahead and get these gloves, even though I was a little unsure about it, because I was thinking like, you think they're for hockey? Yeah, that would make sense, right? They do have that look to them. Maybe that's why these are so worn out. It was like maybe from like holding the stick, you know, it was like the friction. Um, so I figure because these are so huge though, if I have to like film videos in the cosplay, they'd probably be really easy to take on and off if I have to. So I did try it with the arm gear and it seemed like it was okay. Let's see. Because that's the thing is, you know, all of this still has to be kind of like tested out in a lot of ways. But because I was worried, I was like, will it fit over here? But because this part is so big and it is adjustable, it actually does slip over it. So if you can kind of like picture, right, instant like monster hands. Not that like Springtrap really has like monster hands. Like I think they are a little more like, I don't know, I'd have to pull up references, but I think they're a bit more skeletal and like bony looking. Like I don't think Springtrap is meant to be like the most like gigantic like Hulk monster ever or something, but I just think like compared to some of my other cosplays, I wanted something with a bit more like heft to it. So I don't know. These are like the iffiest part though. Like whether or not these are going to end up actually becoming a part of the cosplay, I'm not sure. If they don't, it's the usual. I'll just cut them up for parts. I'm sure I can make use of anything here. But yeah, that's at least the idea for now, is gear and monster hands. So that was all of the stuff that I found at Play It Again Sports. The only other thing is I did go into like the junk section at Goodwill. I think worn gloves are better. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, yeah, I was actually showing my mom a bunch of this stuff in person. And I was like pointing out areas where like there was like tattered parts hanging from things, and I was like, this is good. It's good that it's like that. It should be tattered. Like we want this outfit to look like it's been rotting, right? So the nastier the better. So yeah, I did go into the like junk section at Goodwill because like if I had to give a cosplay tip, like seriously, like the knickknacks area of thrift stores is a gold mine where you can find so much stuff for cheap. So I did grab like just some random stuff, like just random wires and cables and things. A lot of this I'm actually just gonna take from like my dad's stash. Yeah, I mean we don't need to get into that, but like, you know, this cosplay, like not to get like too personal or anything, but like the Springtrap cosplay is kind of like dedicated to my dad essentially, and I will be going through a lot of his stuff and like taking it apart and getting a lot of like cables and wires and things, which I think is what he would have wanted. But Goodwill just had like so many good deals on like even more, and I was like, well, if I don't get to use all of it, it's fine, because like let's face it, there's always just going to be another animatronic cosplay in my future. Like I'm sure like Ennard and stuff is going to happen eventually, so everything just goes into the growing pile of trash for the future. The biggest gold mine though that I found at Goodwill is a lot of times they have these like grab bags, right? So this was literally $3 for all of this. It weighs a ton. And it is just bags upon bags of like tool parts and stuff, all of which could be used to decorate things. So like these are wheels, and I think the wheels could be very useful for some like really weird stuff. I'm already picturing like joint parts and things. We've got like random like screws and parts. Because again, like my dad had given me like a toolbox full of a lot of stuff like this, but a lot of it has actually already been used, you know? Like I can never have too much of this stuff. So yeah, just like these are great. These are like straight up like Frankenstein bolts, you know, like the kind like in the head. So I feel like these are going to be such perfect decoration for like just like gross weird joints and things. Because like the other thing we have to figure out still, and I'll admit I've like barely thought this part out, we do have to have bunny ears. Believe me, I didn't forget about them, but stuff like this could be really good for like decorating bunny ears. I don't entirely have a battle plan figured out yet for how we're gonna make the ears. But yeah, just like bags upon bags of screws. Yeah, more of those like bolts. Like I said, all of this was $3. But yeah, that's everything in here. I mean, we even got weird stuff like I don't know why this is in there. Who knows? But yeah, so that's why like whenever people say like, oh, your cosplays look so expensive, and I'm like, cosplay does not have to be expensive, y'all. Like seriously, you can get stuff like this so cheap. Like for example, like my Kokichiyoma cosplay, all of the buttons on it were from like a grab bag like this, where like stores that were just throwing out buttons they didn't need, they all just get bundled into a bag and then like sold for a few bucks. Like, and then now you've got a giant bag of buttons. So yeah, I'm big into the whole like making a big, you know, that's why I call it junkyard cosplay. Like that is what I do, is I just find the cheapest stuff I can. And that's why like I don't really do like canon compliant cosplay. It's not that I can't. I'm sure if I really wanted to take the time to like, you know, build an actual animatronic suit for Springtrap, like I'm sure I could. But first of all, that probably is actually expensive. And to me, it's kind of more fun. I don't know. I like the puzzle part of all of this. I like finding weird stuff and like MacGyvering it. Like, to me, sitting down and just replicating, like, oh, I'm just gonna make like a perfect Springtrap arm today. I love the cosplayers that do that stuff. Like, they're kind of the backbone of the scene. But like, for me, I just kind of get bored. Like, if I just have to sit there and just replicate exactly what I see, it's the same reason like I don't do photorealistic art. Like, it's not like my thing. I enjoy the puzzle of this, of like, okay, I've got all this crap. How do we make a Springtrap now out of it? And then the result will not be perfectly canon accurate, but it should be pretty cool, right? Like, isn't that half the fun? It's like just seeing how it all comes together. So that's all of like the body with like a head start on like decorations and stuff. But obviously none of that has us figuring out the face. The face is the part I'm a little bit worried about, because I do really want to like, it's not that I want to be like stubborn to the point of being annoying. It's not like I want to be stubborn to the point of never learning new things. But let's face it, I am kind of known as that FNAF cosplayer who does the masquerade masks. Like, it's like my thing. And I feel like if I ever didn't do that, it would be weird. Like, it just wouldn't feel right, you know? So I wanted to figure out a way to like make Springtrap work with that same style. So that's why, like, as always, like, I've got my piles of paper masks. These are, this is how they always start, is just with these cheap, crappy things with their like cheap, crappy strings. And you need to get more though, because these I think are the last 4 that I have at the moment. But need glowy eyes in the mask. Yes, we will get to that. I do want to have some glowing aspects to this cosplay, for sure. Believe me, I didn't forget about any of that either. That's part of what's going to make this so difficult, is that I do want to have some, like, gimmicks, you know, with the cosplay, because my robotic cosplays always do. Even my puppet cosplay has, like, glowing parts and stuff. So yeah, I'm already thinking about stuff like that, of like, can we have anything glowing in the mask? Can we have things glowing in other areas? And so That's why I guess I would say I want to do the masquerade mask thing, but with like an asterisk this time around. Should take the same approach you did with Mangle. A lot of this is going to be heavily inspired by Mangle. I would say Mangle and Spamped in Neo are the two cosplays I'm kind of using to like guide how I go through this, because I think a lot of what I did with them can work with Springtrap in its own way, which would at least help me like not get too overwhelmed if I feel like I have something to go off of. Because I will say that like this could be a kind of overwhelming cosplay. I'm a little worried. Like 3 months until Halloween is not as much time as you would think. No context with hearing you say you have a thing and a style people associate. So it's hard to do something different, never limit box yourself. Yeah, well that's the thing is like I want to like do my masquerade thing, but I do want to try something a little different this time around. I think Springtrap needs like a jaw component, because the thing that I like the most about Springtrap, as far as like the visuals of it go, and the part that like I think like for example like Dead by Daylight, I think they really nailed it with Springtrap. Like is so perfect. And part of that is because I think they really leaned into the fact that like Springtrap basically has two faces, right? It's like there's the human part inside of the bunny part. So, you know, at first I was like, well, we could just do the usual, right? Like have like masquerade mask and then just do elaborate makeup. But my issue with that is that I think Springtrap should be very like claustrophobic looking, you know? Like you really want to have like a face inside of a face. I mean, he's got like 2 sets of teeth, right? So I want to see if I can figure out a way to attach a jaw part. And so kind of what I'm picturing is like, if I can make this work in a way where, you know, this would be like obviously like the nose, and have like teeth that I make down here, and then a jaw part with teeth, and then I do makeup on myself underneath all of that, I feel like we could have a face within a face. It just comes down to how to make like a jaw that would attach in like a satisfying way. I mean, these, you know, these already have like holes in them and stuff. I have now a bunch of interesting little hinge pieces that I got from Goodwill. So the part I've just been trying to figure out is like what material, I guess, to even use for a jaw. I was almost tempted to just like cut the bottom off of one of these just so that the materials match, but I don't really think that would work. I don't think there's like enough here to go with. So that's where I got like a little bit stumped, where I don't know. I was like, even at like the Play It Again Sports, I was looking at like hockey and football masks and stuff, like trying to figure out if like any of the like chin guards and things could help. But I don't know, like nothing was really like quite coming to me. Like none of it was making me think like, oh yeah, that's exactly what we have to do. So I don't know. That's like kind of the next step I think I want to focus on, is just figuring out like how in the world to get a jaw of some sort rigged to this. Because if we could have like this and then like a moving jaw with like the makeup face underneath, I think it could look really, really cool. I'm definitely thinking we're gonna have to do a double mask though, like I do with like Circus Baby and like Shattered Chica and stuff, because I can already picture like if we cut the eye sockets around the top layer, right? Like just make this like a big gaping hole and then put it on top of one of these, then the one underneath, you know, can have like even more like bloody nastiness and stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of picturing it like, I want like 3D bolts like around the eyes on the mask. Because, like, using a mask is a really good way to be able to have, like, 3D parts to the face without having to, like, you know, glue stuff to your face every single time. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking, like, especially if we're going to be doing some of this live, like, that would probably be the next step, would be cutting out, like, just a gaping eye socket on one of these and, yeah, attaching it to a second layer. Because that would also add more bulk to it. But, yeah, I'm, like, a little bit stumped on the jaw is the only thing. Something elastic to hold it together. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to use, like, the strings that, like, hold the masks on. Although I'm kind of running out of them. I should just get another pack of these, honestly. Like, I always need more of them anyway. But I don't know. I guess the head in general is, like, where I'm a little bit stumped. And, like, here's where I was actually going to, like, see what y'all think about this. If, I don't know, what do y'all think about like, having a wig or not? Because, like, that's where, like, you know, we run into the issues of people kind of only like canon compliant Springtrap cosplays, as near as I can tell. Because I had noticed that even in the few instances where I saw certain cosplayers, like, doing Springtrap their own way, a lot of them still just kind of recreated the head exactly as it is in canon. I was kind of surprised, actually, that certain people who I feel normally deviate from canon a lot more kind of still didn't with Springtrap, which definitely did not give me a whole lot of confidence. I was like, oh no. So, I don't know, because obviously a mask is still only going to cover, like, you know, here and jaw, but you've still got, like, all this. You've still got the head. We've still got to figure out the bunny ears. So, I don't know. Like, I feel like a wig can still be a part of this because, like, I'm going for the decay aspect of this. Like, to me, like, having just tufts of hair hanging out just would add to the vibe. But I could see also, like, a case where people would say, like, that's just way too, like, not Springtrap in vibes. So, like, don't do that. I mean, if that's the case, like, we don't have to. Like, nobody says my cosplays have to have wigs. But I guess I was starting to think ahead of, like, how do we attach ears and things like that. Hey, Tori. I had to buy a pregnancy test for someone. That does sound very awkward. Well, welcome to the stream. We're trying to figure out a Springtrap cosplay at the moment. I'm sort of doing, like, an introduction to the cosplay today. So yeah, I don't know. Like, the head is, like, it sucks that I have so little of, like, a vision here for the head because it's kind of the most important part when you think about it. Like, the face and the head is where people focus first, you know? So, I don't know. I haven't decided if I want to, like, get some kind of, like, mangy wig or something and, like, try to, like, get a mask working with that, or if I want to, like, just make a helmet of some sort. I mean, I can. Like, my way back when I did, like, the Silent Hill nurse cosplay, I think I made all of that by, like, this is gonna sound really bad. Don't do what I do, but I basically, like, shoved my head in a plastic bag. Again, don't do what I do. That's bad. Don't do that. But yeah, I, like, shoved my head into plastic bags and then did, like, a paper mache plaster kind of situation to do, like, a perfect, like, mask of my face and everything that would, like, fit on there. I think it was, like, not exactly paper mache, but it was, like, those, like, plaster wraps. I think that's what it's called. It really sucked. I'm amazed I, like, didn't suffocate myself that day. So yeah, don't use me as an example. Don't put plastic bags on your head, and don't plaster cast your own face, including your nose and mouth. Used to do that as a kid. Oh no, you shouldn't do that. It's bad. It's dangerous. So yeah, I don't know. That's, like, The part I'm kind of torn on right now is just like, do I just make like a plaster cast of like my head or something and just have like a helmet style Springtrap, or do I kind of just go with like the wig approach? Because I was sort of thinking like, if I were to do something with the ears, I might take the same approach that I did with the antlers on Noelle, where they're actually attached by magnets, which in my opinion has worked out very well. It helps you like avoid having a visible headband and stuff. So I don't know. I think what I'll probably end up doing is at least like, you know, get started with I'm sorry, beat me to it. I think that was just a bot, honestly. um, is yeah, I figured I guess my hope was like if I get started on the mask, maybe then like I'll get a sense for what I want the rest of it to look like, you know? I don't know. Would a wig be too weird? I can't decide. I guess I'm just a little bit worried that like a cosplay without a wig might be like so past my usual style that it might be like weird coming from me. But it's like I said, it's not like there isn't a precedent for it. My Silent Hill nurse cosplay does not have a wig. Like it just has I'm staring at it right now. It just has like the plaster face and like the nurse hat, and then I think the back of the head is just I'm trying to remember. I think it's actually just a painted wig cap, if I'm remembering correctly. I haven't done that cosplay in a while, but yeah, I think it's like a wig cap that it's like several layers of them, just painted to look all like bloody and gross to like match the hat and the face and everything and like blend it all together. So I don't know. We could do that again. It's just, I don't know. Honestly, I was getting so desperate to like figure out like how to like marry Springtrap as a canon accurate cosplay to like my style of cosplay that I even started Googling things like, has anyone ever done like glam rock Springtrap? Which apparently it actually does exist. There is like a fan made glam rock Springtrap out there somewhere. Just because I was like so desperate to like figure out how I want to do this. Oh, hey Dolly Chew. Welcome, welcome. It's okay. I'm glad you made it. I just realized that you missed the showcasing of all the materials, but that's okay because yeah, I'm gonna like. I think what I might do is like eventually take some photos and stuff. I'm still trying to decide if I wanted to like try some of it on like during the stream today or not, because we totally can. There's no reason like not to. It's just kind of like uncomfortable, I suppose. I'd probably just like throw some of it on like on top of my clothes. It's been a busy mod day. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, this isn't going to be like a super long live stream or anything. Like, I'm probably not going to be on much longer. This really is just like an introduction live stream, which I don't even think is like particularly interesting for most people. Hi, Steve. Because yeah, I know like I originally said we were going to work on the mask today, which like I still kind of am. I just I wasn't expecting the thrift store thing to go so well yesterday. So I don't know. I have a lot more to work with than I was expecting. I still want to focus on the face for starters, but like I don't know. It's like it's a good thing. Like sky's the limits now. I have so much stuff I can use. Which means we can kind of like bounce around a little bit too. How's the cosplay doing? Yeah, see that's the thing is like yesterday I went thrifting and I found like so much stuff. Like we basically just have like all the materials now to like make Springtrap happen. I essentially have like the entire body, like the base of it. It really just comes down to like, hi Violet, like figuring out now like all the details. And yeah, the mask and the head and everything is where I'm like the most torn. I mean, the body's gonna be difficult, but like, I feel like I can just kind of do whatever with it. The face is where people are gonna get judgmental, to be honest. I always look like a clown. You kidding me? That's like my whole shtick. So I don't know. I could start like sketching stuff out. I do have like a preliminary sketch of this cosplay, but I have kind of resigned myself to the fact that like I think no matter what I do though with this cosplay, I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. I know that sounds really bad, but that is kind of the approach I'm taking with this one is like I think there's no way I can do it in my style that's not going to be like a huge letdown for people. Like I'm trying to avoid that as much as I can, but I don't know. I do get the feeling if you don't do like canon compliant Springtrap, then it's like it's just kind of a no-go. So all I can really do is just kind of like go for it and see what happens. So yeah. So as far as the mask goes, yeah, I do think like I don't know. I tend to start with the mask with these cosplays because I just think like once you get a vision for how the face looks, everything else sort of falls into place. You know what I mean? It's like you have to like kind of find the personality of the cosplay first. Although I will say all of this sports gear worked surprisingly well, because I put all of it on and just immediately like just got into like monster mode, which I'm gonna take as a very good sign. That doesn't always happen with my cosplays where like I put the outfit on and immediately feel in character, but that did happen here. So that's good at least. Hi Mom. Welcome, welcome. No way you could ever disappoint me. I hope not. I don't know. I just, I don't know. Like I said, I've been avoiding this cosplay for a long time. Because I do think, like, I don't know. Springtrap is just too sacred to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain characters where it's like, you just don't touch it with a 10-foot pole unless you really know what you're doing. And I don't know what I'm doing. I had someone earlier today on Instagram call me like a professional cosplayer, and I was like, no, 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 no. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what else to do with the live stream today because I know like I do want to do some stuff with the mask, but I mean I could. I don't know. I guess like part of me does want to like put my money where my mouth is or whatever the heck the saying is. Of like, I could show y'all how all of this looks if you want. I'd have to like move the camera around a bit, but I could do it. Just to kind of like, as like a proof of concept maybe. Since today is like an introduction to Springtrap sort of day. Have to stop by and send big hugs and give a like. Oh, thank you so much, Nader Poppers. Hope you're figuring out the costume. If not, you'll get it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's going well in ways I wasn't expecting, but then I'm like stumped in other areas, so yeah. We've only got 3 months to figure this out, so that's the scary part. Make money off your cosplays? Do I? Do I? I don't know about that. I think most of my shorts videos make like, I don't know, like 12 cents each or something. I don't know if I consider myself someone that makes any money off of anything. In fact, there's been several months on YouTube where I didn't make enough money for them to send me the money. You have to like cross a certain threshold or they won't send it. And yeah, there were certain months where YouTube was like, girl. I mean, it's fine because like at least they roll it over to the next month, but yeah, I don't even make enough with my cosplays to like have like a steady paycheck on YouTube like probably other monetized channels. I'm probably like the least monetized of any monetized channel. Like I don't know, but that's kind of just how I am in general, right? Like I'm always that person who can have like a lot of subs and no views. Like yeah, just story of my life. What area is giving you trouble? The main thing is just, like, I want to stick to my masquerade mask style, but I also want this cosplay to have, like, a jaw added to it, because I want this to be, like, a face within a face. So, the two things I'm kind of trying to figure out is, like, first of all, just what to even make a jaw out of, and how to attach it here. And then also, like, I'm kind of just torn on like how to handle the rest of the head. It's like, do I want this to be something where I just sort of make a helmet with bunny ears? Or do we make this like a little bit more in my style, which would probably involve like a wig and bunny ears? I do feel like people would hate that, but I'm kind of also resigned to the fact that no matter what I do with this cosplay, people are kind of gonna hate a lot of it. Like, I don't think there's much I can do about that. So I think it is the kind of cosplay where I might have to just like do whatever I want and just accept that it could be like a, you know, like it's not going to be a cosplay that brings in views is what I'm expecting, which is a shame. Like, you know, I know when I made the post about this live stream, a lot of people said they were really excited about this cosplay, and I was like, maybe you shouldn't be. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I think I don't know. I'm kind of like preparing myself for like 3 months of like disappointing people. I know that sounds bad, but that's just like, that's how I am, you know? So yeah, I'm trying to like put myself in that mindset. Aqua is a great start, like, to being in that mindset. Cause yeah, Aqua has been like just an endless stream of criticism every day. I get that. That's fine. I'm like, I'm ready. Like, she was like the test, and now it's like, okay, we could do Springtrap in whatever way, and people can just say whatever, and that's fine. So, yeah. I guess what I can do is, yeah, maybe I can just show you all how all of this gear looks if you want. Because I do feel kind of bad that I just sort of like showed all of it, but didn't like, you know, talking doesn't mean much, right? Showing means a lot more. So we can like do that. And then we'll see how much time we have left to work on the mask. I just, yeah, the only thing I'm hesitant about is the fact that I don't fully have the game plan for the mask that I was hoping for. I really wish I'd found something for the jaw. I was really hoping at like Play It Against Sports that I'd find something that I like could work with, but nothing quite fit. It was like such a great trip other than that. Like, everything else I was like, yes. But the mask is like, I don't know. I'm almost thinking I might end up just having to make something out of foam clay. I don't love that because foam clay is like really annoying to work with, and it dries so slow. And it also shrinks over time, which I hate. I don't know. I could make something out of EVA foam. I'm just worried it would be a little floppy. Might look a little cheap. But yeah, how about I at least show you all how all of this looks together? Because I think if you see the silhouette, like, it'll kind of help like show the vision, you know, of like where I'm going with this. Oh, thank you so much, Tamlin, for joining for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you. It's so rare for me to see someone become a member. I was like, how do I even say thank you for that? Like, I can't even remember the last time I saw someone become a member where it wasn't like gifted. So I was like, ah, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And to all the like members who happen to be around, I promise I'm gonna make more emotes. We have 5 so far for custom emotes, but I want to make some more. Aqua's one of your favorite ones. Yeah, I know, it is a shame that people have been like, I don't know. I put Aqua away for now. I don't know if she's gonna come back out anytime soon. I hate to say it. Not to like be a downer, but I don't know. People have been too. I don't want to like say too much, but there's a lot of people who have been leaving comments on the Aqua cosplay where it's like, this is why we can't have nice things. So, I don't know. I'm gonna like put her away for now. I think she got me shadow banned on YouTube anyway, so it's for the best. I don't know why she did, but she did. So yeah, we've had our fun with Aqua for now. I'm sure she'll come back eventually. I would like to take her to a convention, actually. But yeah, people have been really uncool in the comments. I hate to say it. And I'm just kind of like tired of it now. So yeah. Yeah. And yeah, the fact that I seem to be shadow banned on YouTube is concerning. So yeah, sorry, Aqua. It's not her fault. It's mine. So let me move some stuff around so that I can kind of like show you all how all of this is gonna come together. Let's see. 'Cause yeah, I think like the best way to do like an introduction here would be to actually put all of this on. I mean, that's kind of half the fun of live streaming, right? I'm gonna switch tripods here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch ring lights too. I have like a different ring light on. Let me plug this one in. I think this would work a little bit better. Okay, let's try that. And then yeah, let's like get an actual Springtrap shape going here. Okay, let's move my laptop so I can see a little bit better. Hi, Martin. Okay, I'm trying to think how to do this in like a way that's not like too weird. I could like step aside and just put on like the base clothes and then come back, or I could put some of it on like on top of my clothes. I don't think it would really make a big difference. It's kind of meant to be a bulky cosplay, you know what I mean? I guess for the sake of accuracy, I'm going to step aside for just a moment to put on the pants and the shirt. And then we're gonna like just shove everything else on top of it. Let me close the door really quick. Okay. So yeah, let me like just step aside for a moment. I'm still gonna have like the laptop over here though, so I can see the chat. So just give me like 1 second and then I will be back on camera. I have to also like remove my mic for just a moment, so I'll be like a little distant sounding here. "3D printed for our son." We do have a 3D printer here. I have no idea how to use it, unfortunately. I could try to learn. I don't know how good at it I'd be. It's okay, Tori. Thanks for joining for a bit today. Hi, Susie Gaster. Am I early? No, we've been here for about an hour and a half or so. It's not going to be a super long stream. We'll probably be here another like 30 minutes maybe. I'm not sure yet. It kind of depends on what we do. I'm just switching base clothes here really quick. I'm not even going to bother taking my jewelry off. I'm just going to wear it. Okay. I'm going to leave my tank top on too. What the heck? So I know I showed earlier that I have like 2 different tops for this. I'm gonna go with the cartoony red one though for this part, because it matches the pants at least. Okay, let's put the mic back on. Okay, so yeah, this is the base layer that I was showing before, where we've got just like basic red top, basic sweatpants. I actually don't know what kind of pants these are, if I'm being honest. What are these? I don't know. They have pockets. That much I do know. But yeah, these are going to like be used as just like the corpse layer. I don't know how else to put it. So yeah, the animatronic suit is going to get piled on top of everything else. I did also want to show really quick, like with the shoes. I know they're so silly, but like let me just at least like for the sake of completion here. Yeah, this is like what the feet part is going to start with. But like I said, we're going to like make sure it looks scary. I'm not going to have Springtrap walking around in like silly fuzzy slippers. That's too goofy even for me. But that was a good way to like get the feet started for like $7. So the sports gear itself, we've got the pants part. God, I am like not looking forward to having to like paint all of this though. Oh my God, it's gonna suck so much. Like, be prepared for me like live streaming a lot, just because like it'll be the only way I can do this with any joy. Okay. So this is the pants part. Like I was saying earlier, these are like, I guess hockey. I think they're hockey pants. And these are going to be good for like adding like the bulk of the animatronic. I think they'll look even better once I have like shin guards or something, but I don't have those quite yet. We will get there. The file you could send. Yeah, I don't know. I know I need to learn how to do 3D printing. One of my roommates bought a 3D printer specifically for Halloween last year, and then I ended up not like needing it, so then I like never learned to use it. I swear one of these days I will, because I know it would like upgrade my ability to make cosplays quite a bit. I will say though, like watching him use that thing, it seemed like it was just endless frustration. Like every time he tried to use it, something went wrong. I felt so bad. Because I know how great they are, but it's like, boy, they sure mess up a lot. Ugh. Surprisingly, though, the cats were not a problem. I was so sure that a 3D printer with our cat Sid was going to be like the biggest disaster ever. Sid like doesn't care about it at all. I don't understand it. Like this moving object on the table, and Sid's just like, eh. That cat makes no sense. Ever. Okay. So, these are the pants. Now we can like move up to the top. Hi Olaf. Hi Julia. It's so red. Well, that's why, like I said, we have this second shirt, right? Because that was my concern, is like, this is such a cartoony shade of red. I'm hoping that this shirt can be used either as the base shirt, like I can swap to this one instead. I don't think it would really matter. But like at the very least, like either or of these shirts could be stripped, you know, to make like fleshy bits and stuff. I could see a case to be made also for like a black shirt instead, and then cut up both of these shirts to be used for like parts. I think either one could work. Like I grabbed these because they were super cheap at Goodwill, and I was like, oh heck yeah. But that's the thing, we're kind of like workshopping this cosplay right now, you know? That's why I like to do live streams like this, because it actually helps me a lot to like stand here talking it out. Like I'm also attempting to figure all this out while we're doing this. But yeah, that's why I have like the darker shirt, like, because yeah, it's kind of giving like two pyramid heads, right? Like you got like the bloody egg and the rusty egg, or whatever the heck was it, crimson egg and rust colored egg, or fake fan. I'm a LARPer. Okay. Him cosplay. You would be amazed how many requests I've gotten for him cosplay. It is almost a little strange how many requests I've gotten. I think it's because everyone knows I do it. Like, people have asked me because they're like, oh, if anyone would do a him cosplay, it's Jamie. Because yes, I would. I absolutely would. I do see that happening someday in the future, just for the heck of it. Oh, thank you so much, Kaka, for the $1 super chat. Thank you. It was so generous of you. I wish I could also do the other one, but I'm even worse at that one. Like, like I can't replicate those noises, which is sad because they're so cute. What color are Sid's eyes? They're like kind of a yellowy brown kind of color. They're kind of a weird color. Our other cat Glenn has green eyes, but yeah, Sid's are like a strange, like almost like an amber color. Quiddy Max 4. Yeah, I'll have to check what kind of printer we have. Like, that's how clueless I am. Like, I actually don't even know what kind it is. I feel so bad. Like, it's been sitting there for like a year, and I have like made no attempt to figure that thing out. I have no excuse, believe me. So let's see. I think we should probably do the football top next. I will have to like move the mic again for this part though. But yeah, we've got the like upper chest part here. So like let me just like move the mic for a second. I'll like find a better spot for it. But this to me is like where the silhouette like really starts to come through. I've been born. Me trying to put this on without like taking any Velcro off. Okay, hold on. The back of this thing always gets stuck and it's like so annoying. Go this way. There we go. Okay, let me just like put the mic like somewhere. I actually have no idea where. We're just gonna like put it down here for the moment. I'm gonna wear it like a belt. Okay. Yeah, so then these straps go here if I end up using them. That's the thing is like, I don't even know yet like what parts of this cosplay are gonna like get used. So I get for wearing hair accessories when I'm trying to do stuff like this. Like this is all still being completely just workshopped. But yeah, so this is like how the like top part of the animatronic would work. You know, where you've got like the shoulder pads, you've got like arm parts, and all of this is like areas where you can just have gore and wires and whatever dangly bits you want. And I'm still hoping that I can make it work with this thing. Because like I'm hoping if I can just find a way to like tuck it up under here somehow, it can function as just like a really gross like dangly bone part of some sort. That's kind of why I wanted some kind of gear like this where it's going to have a lot of space, you know, so that there's a lot of room for like things like this to get used. And this thing I feel like it would work because it's very like flexible. I don't know. I was even like thinking like, it's so gross, but I was like, what if I could have like exposed like lungs or something? I definitely want ribs. Like that's like my whole aesthetic, right? Like we have to have ribs of some sort. I just haven't fully figured out yet like how I'm gonna do it. I might end up having to just like make ribs, like maybe with like wire and foam clay or something. I feel like there's a lot of wire in our future, you know, for like the rabbit ears and stuff like that. So that's gonna be one of the like next things we have to figure out. But yeah, I'm still hoping to like at least make use of this grossness. Okay, so then on top of having the chest piece, we of course still have the arm parts. Make a lot of self-derogatory comments. You should treat yourself better. Yeah, I don't know. I have like a kind of a history of being a kind of huge loser. But mostly I'm just like speaking out of past precedent. I thought there was a way to like tighten this, but I had this like tighter before earlier when I was trying this out today, but I don't really know what I did. Grab the gloves and stuff. What are my thoughts on the Delta Chapter 5 Weird Route? It's like awesome as like a horror fan. Do I want to do it though? I don't think so. I don't think I have it in me. I'm too much of a softie. I don't know. I had originally thought about doing like a Noelle cosplay, like Deltarune Let's Play. Because like, LOL, so meta, right? To have Noelle playing Deltarune. And I thought like, oh, how crazy would it be to have like Noelle playing the Weird Route? But now that I've seen the Chapter 5 Weird Route, I'm like, Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know if I have it in me, to be honest. I'm too soft. I'm someone who's never harmed a monster in Undertale. Not even once. Never done the neutral routes, nothing. Like, I'm way too soft. I'm not saying that like it's a good thing. I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. I just can't seem to, I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, so here's how the gloves look. Making the meanest chicken soup ever. Oh, that sounds good. Definitely gonna have to have dinner after this. Okay. So, yeah, this is like the overall silhouette that we're starting with, alright? So, just kind of got like the monster bulk going on here. If you can kind of picture it with these Titans. They're not tight right now. So, I'm hoping that the overall silhouette can be a case of like, if we can sort of like use this area as like the body horror zone, so to speak, you know? Like, that's why I am thinking, like, I might end up, oh, you know what? I just had a different thought. Am I really gonna, I'm becoming a predictable creature. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. That's why I'm so torn. I'm just like, how much should I deviate from my style here? Like, there's something to be said for cosplays, like, having a cosplay style, but also, like, you don't want to be, like, a one-trick pony. But I do really like the idea of, like, this area being, like, the nasty, like, insides area. And I do know a way I could do that, but boy, it would be predictable on my part. Oh, man, I don't know. This is why I've been so unsure about this cosplay. This one's gonna be rough. This is gonna be a doozy. Because no matter what I do, like, this is one of those cosplays where it's never gonna be perfect. I can at least say that much. I'm probably overthinking it, though, if I'm being real here. Ribs. Yeah, really. Sorry if that unintentionally, like, made anyone hungry. Should treat yourself better. Oh, thank you. Y'all are very sweet. I don't know. I definitely don't have, like, a great track record. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just hope, like, I hope this cosplay doesn't, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think how to put it in a way that doesn't sound bad. I don't want this to be like the cosplay that like ruins my track record of at least having acceptable cosplays that people don't completely hate. I mean, Aqua definitely had a lot of problems as far as a lot of people were concerned, but whatever. That seemed to be their own problem. I don't know. But I feel like this is a good start. Like, I like that we at least have, like, a silhouette happening here. And it's, like, it immediately, like, puts me into that vibe, too, of, like, I can instantly feel, like, that need to, like, act like a monster as soon as all this, like, bulk gets added. There's just something about it where it's, like, it just instantly has that feeling of, like, just, you know, just, like, maybe it's just because I feel bigger than usual, so that kind of helps, like, makes me feel scary. So yeah, if you can kind of picture like all of this just, you know, painted, textured, fleshy, nasty, I think we can make it work. And the best part is because all of this was super thrifted, it barely cost a thing, which was really the most important part. Because yeah, that's kind of like the heart and soul of this whole cosplay style that I do is like cost effective cosplay. That's why I call it junkyard cosplay. So let's get this thing off. Ugh. I like change back in my regular clothes again. This thing is kind of heavy. Like, I do think this one is heavier than the one that I used for Spamped in Neo, which is a little unfortunate. because Spamped Neo was our cosplay that was way too warm to wear. Like, I overheat so fast in that one. I'm a little concerned Springtrap is going to be even worse. But I think this is a really good start. Let me just step aside here so I can, like, put my regular clothes back on. Not that I care about spending the rest of the stream looking like this, but I don't know. It's giving a little, like, cartoon character. It's a bit much for me, personally. Let me, like, try to look normal again. One moment. I'm gonna have to move the mic again, sorry. Okay. Body horror corset. You clocked me. Yep. I didn't want to say it out loud because I was like, ugh, everyone's gonna roll their eyes so hard at me and just be like, oh, Jamie doing the thing again that she always does. I don't know. I think at a certain point I have to accept that this cosplay is just gonna be like a lot of like people rolling their eyes at me and like so be it, I guess. You go crazy with the organs. I know, like I don't know why I kept picturing like gross lungs and ribs and stuff. Or like what if I had like the blinking heart thing that I do with Mangle, but like have it concealed, you know? So it's like not exposed, but just that there's like a light inside, you know, that's just unsettling in that like the light is exposed. I don't know. There's so much like potential here, and I just need to like get it all figured out, I guess. Which could be fun or it could be torture. We'll find out. Put some spring locks. Yeah, probably. Now outing in a con, but not a full day. Yeah, like a repeat of Spamped in Neo. Where it's like, you can do a half day in this. Okay. Or fun hand torture, very that. Okay. Sorry, I'll just put my shirt on and then I will. Well, actually, I could return anyway because I'm wearing a tank top, but. Okay, one second. I will put the mic back on so it will not be so distant. There we go. Okay, now I shall return. Okay. Sorry, I'm just turning the laptop so I can like actually see. Ooh, man. This is what happens when you have like naturally frizzy curly hair. Not good. So yeah. So that is like the start that we have, at least with the cosplay. And because of the like junkyard style that I do, trying to decide if I want to like go back on the floor or not, or if I just want to stand here. You know, I just have like boxes upon boxes of stuff that we can also use the same way that I do with all of the other cosplays. I literally have entire boxes of just any junk that doesn't get used for a certain cosplay just gets added to the pile. So the sky's the limit here with Springtrap. Like, yes, I did buy that like bag of stuff from Goodwill that we can use, but I also just have boxes of just wires and like ribbons and like weird random accessories and strips of metal where I don't even know where they came from and stuff. There was like this one corset where I ripped all the boning out and just kept it. I'm sure we can find a use for some of that. Yeah, I even have like a bunch of like weird like tubes and like cable sleeves and stuff. So yeah, we can get pretty crazy with it. And that's why like I don't want to do like super canon compliant Springtrap, because it's like if we do that, then all that extra decorating and stuff is kind of like not a part of it. I don't know. I just feel like I'd be bored. It sounds so mean. It makes it sound like I think Springtrap's a boring design, which is so not true. I actually think Springtrap is one of the best horror designs of all time. Springtrap is one of those designs where I wish I'd thought of it. Like, I'm like, darn you, Scott Cawthon. That was genius. why didn't I think of something like that? It's just like, if we're gonna cosplay it, we have to like go crazy here, you know? So, I don't know. At least we have like a decent start. Hi, Quentin. Make Glennon sit out of candy. Aww. You'd be interested in getting a 3D printed mask? I'm not sure. I don't know if there'd be time between now and Halloween for me to really figure it out. I hate to say it. I feel like I can make the like masquerade mask idea work. We just have to kind of like workshop it, you know. That's gonna be the tricky part. I was hoping to start on that today, but I don't know. It's already been like 2 hours. It might be a little late now to really get started on the mask. I'm trying to decide. Like how much longer we should stay here. I don't know. I feel like people aren't super interested in this live stream, so I don't want to like overstay my welcome too much longer. Okay, how about at the very least, let me like move back to the floor. I feel weird standing here. I don't know why. I just like it feels too formal. It's weirding me out. Let's shift. I don't know why, like, it doesn't bother me when we're doing, like, other streams, but, like, for some reason here, it's making me feel like I'm, like, a school teacher or something, and I don't like it. There we go. We want casual. Let's just be casual. Okay. Do I want to switch back to the other ring light or nah? Hold on. Let's switch back. Let's take a second. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now I feel less like I'm like giving a lecture. How do you make Springtrap size? Yeah, see, like, that's the part I'm trying to figure out, is, like, I want to stick to, you know, my usual masquerade mask style. But, like, we need to improvise, adapt, overcome a bit, you know? Because, yeah, like, I want to have, like, a jaw component, but, I don't know. I know a lot of people have been saying that they want, the eyes to glow. I'm a little undecided about that, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I'm trying to picture it. Hi, Rosa. Just a few intestines hanging out. Exactly. No, that's okay, Naner Boppers. No worries. I figure it'll be like more my style to just try and make it work with one of these. I think we can make it happen. One way or another. Somehow. I don't think you want your thorn ring to be canon. That's the last thing you want. Hey, Olaf. Because, yeah, don't forget also with the thorn ring, you could just do fake blood like I do. You don't actually have to bleed. I think canon accurate cosplay is overrated anyway. There's already so much of it. Do your own thing, you know? As in, do something that won't make you bleed. Do something that doesn't harm you. Yeah, the LED strips. Well, that's the thing is, like, I already have a couple cosplays with glowing eyes. Which is why, like, I'm a little hesitant about this, because it's like, I don't know, I just don't want to be a one-trick pony. I feel like I keep repeating things I've already done, and I don't really like that. Because, you know, we've got, like, the LED strips for Roxy. You know, that cosplay already has, you know, her own, like, eye socket lights. And Spampton Neo has the light-up glasses. Which those things cause all kind of problems, like, you can't wear them for very long. I don't know. I mean, there's like the strip lights that I use for like puppet where, you know, if they were placed very carefully, you could use them inside of a mask. I don't know if they'd really be as bright though as people would want them to be. Like, there's a reason I have to film those videos in like the dark, you know. Not that I wouldn't be filming Springtrap in the dark too, of course, but like, you know what I mean. So I don't know. Because I could also see a case to be made for like just having like really intense whiteout contacts. And like, if you can kind of picture it, like, you know, having like, you know, blacked out their super bright contact lenses. And then kind of have like lighting parts focused elsewhere in the cosplay. Like in the like organs and stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if other canon compliant Springtraps that I've seen, like, did they all do glowing eyes? Is that like a staple of the cosplay or not? I'm actually not sure. Hiya, Star. It's okay to repeat works. Yeah, I mean, I do think certain things are gonna have to like get repeated here. And not Dolly too? Yeah, no worries. We're actually wrapping up here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on too much longer. Yeah, I think we'll properly get started on the mask in the next live stream. Because yeah, I was originally planning on working on the mask today because I hate to say it, but I really was assuming that I was gonna go to the thrift stores and not have luck and come back empty-handed and then have to show up today with like the bad news of like, well, we can work on the mask, but I kind of don't have any prepared for this cosplay yet. But that's not what happened, which is a good thing. I was really hoping I'd find something for the jaw at the sports gear store, and nothing quite worked. Like, I was like this close to even getting like a football helmet or something and like removing the wire part, you know, to use as a jaw, but I couldn't come up with a way to do that that would involve me having to like use dangerous tools around cats or something, and I was like, okay, I don't think I really want to do that. So I think we'll have to come up with something else. I mean, the other thing too is like, if we're gonna have teeth, I don't know, we might have to like, I'm trying to imagine like if we bring the nose down a little, have like an extra part here, and then I'm picturing kind of like the endo head teeth but flatter, you know? I could see something like that working. I don't know, I guess I don't want to rely completely on just doing like skull makeup or something, you know? I think we can do more than that here. I also just have to make a decision about the wig. Like, are we doing a wig or are we just doing a skull cap? I have no clue. I'm trying to like picture it and I'm like not getting anywhere. Man, I don't know. There's so many decisions I have to make with this cosplay. It kind of sucks. Yeah. It just sucks because I know this is like one people have been waiting for, and it's like, there's no world where I pull it off as well as I should be able to, unfortunately. Yeah. I guess that, yeah, maybe that's what I need to just focus on. Like, let's not worry about the wig or the skull cap or whatever the heck it's gonna be. Let's not worry about the ears yet. Although I do think the bunny ears are pretty darn important. Like, we cannot leave those until the last minute, because, like, the fact that Springtrap is a bunny is kind of the most iconic part of it. So, yeah, we're gonna have to tackle that pretty soon. I'd like to think that the next Springtrap making of live stream that I do, we are just gonna actively work on the mask. Because I just think, like, having the face figured out is gonna help everything else fall into place. because that's where like the personality kind of comes in, you know. I usually start with the mask with these cosplays because it's just very helpful. Headband ears. Yeah, we could. I'm thinking I might just do something with magnets because I think it'll be easier to like hide a headband if I do that. Because that's what I did with the antlers for Noelle, and I feel like that worked really, really well. And it's surprising how strong they are. Like, you cannot knock those antlers off. They look like they should be able to fall off because there's no headband, but nah, those things are like stuck for life. So yeah, I think I'll probably go back in with this live stream and like tweak the description or something to just be like, okay, this was more of like an introduction to the cosplay. And then we'll like properly start on the mask next time. And I think I'm gonna order more of those masks because I just think there's such a high chance that I'm gonna like mess up a bunch of times and like we're gonna need some backups. I hope this doesn't end up being like Spampton where I like mess up so many times that it ends up taking like 3 weeks to make a mask or something. But yeah, I know, I apologize. I hope like this wasn't too disappointing for people who were hoping I was gonna like actually start on the mask. Stream did not quite go as planned, but that's the risk you run when you do like pre-scheduled live streams like I do instead of like spontaneous ones. Hi Rosemary, how's it going? Well, I mean, we're starting to have a Springtrap, which I guess is better than not having one. Just leaving something on while I cook. Yeah, I've been told I make very good background noise. Also, I feel so bad. I must have disappointed so many people. As soon as I said we weren't working on the mask, we lost like 4 likes or something on the live stream. Oh boy, if that doesn't set the stage for how the rest of this is gonna go, the next 3 months are gonna be so brutal. Like I said, I've really been avoiding this cosplay. But I knew like sooner or later we were gonna have to make it happen. Yeah, so I'll probably tweak the description for this one just to say like, due to a successful thrift store run, this wound up being a little different than intended. And then, yeah, maybe I'm gonna be determined to find something for the jaw before the next live stream. That's gonna be like my goal. When I say like next live stream, I mean like the next Springtrap one. Better look good. Oh, thank you. It's cool to see the process. I hope so. I was never sure if people were enjoying the process with Glamrock Chica or not. It seems like they were. But that cosplay was a little less like yikes than this one is. Like, I used to never show the process live before Glamrock Chica because I was always worried that it was extremely boring and annoying to watch. But people didn't seem to mind it with Glamrock Chica, so I'm hoping we can make it work with this one. Yeah, we'll try it. I mean, if I do a few of these and people are just not vibing with it, unfortunately, I probably will just stop live streaming the process. Like, you know, the goal of these live streams is not to, like, irritate people. Like, you know, if people aren't going to be entertained, then it's like, what's the point? When we could, like, do other things. So yeah, we'll try it out, you know, and see if like if it's too boring, you know, to watch me like paint a mask or like, you know, decorate the cosplay and stuff. If it's too boring, then like I said, yeah, we can always fill the live stream times each day with other things. Like it does not have to be this for the next 3 months. Speaking of which, I am trying to decide what the next stream is going to be because I know normally I do like get ready with these on the weekends, but I'm not actually sure what I would do. I mean, I can do anything, but like, I have so much footage, y'all. I think I need to like figure out how to like get rid of a bunch of it. Because at this point, I think there's actually too much to share. There's such a backlog. I mean, I still have like Circus Baby Elizabeth Afton transition videos just sitting in my drafts from like 5 months ago. Like, I have so many puppet videos. I have more Mangle videos. Like, it's getting kind of ridiculous. I think I might even still have some Roxanne Wolf videos. It's pretty bad. I don't know. Maybe I should just delete all of them, you know, and we just, like, start fresh. Wouldn't be the worst thing ever. So I don't know. I'll try to decide what we're doing for like a weekend stream because I might try to stream like on Sunday. Um, but I'll let y'all know like in the community tab as usual, and like yeah, we'll figure something out. In the meantime, I'm just gonna share as many like puppet videos as I can, and hopefully I can get like unshadow banned. I don't know. I feel bad because sometimes this channel goes through periods of time where like it just gets destroyed, and I'm like a little concerned we're heading into one of those patches of time right now, in which case we have to just ride it out. Yeah, y'all enjoy seeing the process. Wish I could watch more of the process for Chica. Yeah, I mean, I hope it was interesting. I was never sure. I think it's fun to chat and watch. That's what I hope so too. Yeah. Like I'm always hoping at the very least just like chatting and discussing it is like interesting. Cause I don't know. I've seen some live streamers like some of the cosplay streamers where they just sit with a sewing machine and talk to chat and people seem to vibe with that. Like I guess it really just comes down to like what you're talking about, you know? How'd I get shadow banned? I have no idea. I don't know. I have literally no clue. If you look at the views for all the Aqua videos from the past week, like it's yeah, it's pretty bad. Like I don't really know what I did wrong. um yeah, I knew there was trouble like after like the first couple of videos, like there was a sudden shift where YouTube just like stopped showing them. Um and I was hoping like Puppet could bring it back around, but I don't know. I mean, I can let's see how Puppet's doing right now cuz last I checked it looked like it actually wasn't any better, which is not a good sign. Um, ouch. Yeah. I think the channel might be in trouble. Damn. I wonder what I did wrong. I wish there was a way to know. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to ride it out, unfortunately. There isn't really anything I can do. Because I don't even know what I did wrong in the first place. um, I hope it wasn't people like reporting it. I don't know. A lot of people really hated the Aqua cosplay, which is why like I'm just kind of putting her away for now. I hate to say it. Like, it got bad enough on TikTok that I was like, I'm kind of just over it. Like, I just started dreading the comments because I was like, y'all are weird and gross. So I don't know. I guess it's possible people were reporting the Aqua videos, in which case like the channel's just kind of like screwed for now. Yeah. That's why it's like, you know, I know people always say like just do what you want. It's your channel, but it's a nice sentiment, but like it's not reality, unfortunately. Um, like if you want to like, you know, have a channel succeed, unfortunately, like sometimes you just kind of can't do what you want. And yeah, I think Aqua might just be like a no-go. I hate to say it. Cause yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with is that people were like reporting the Aqua videos who just like, you know, had a problem with it. So it's just a shame that it has to like affect, you know, future videos. Like it's like, man, Puppet didn't do anything wrong. Gain interaction. Yeah, you know, I've tried in the past, but it usually doesn't work. It actually became like kind of a running joke for me for a while where anytime I like asked a question, I didn't get any answers. So I just kind of gave up. I mean, I can try it again and see if maybe more people now are willing to play ball. But yeah, in my experience, like I tend to like not ask questions because I've found in the past that like just I don't know there's like a weird silence that always follows it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry. Should you do something weekly? I mean, I live stream 3 times a week. I post like 1 to 2 shorts a day. So I don't know. I reply to all comments. I actually feel like I'm a pretty like interactive content creator, but it hasn't really been like that successful for me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's really any solution at the moment, like if I'm shadow banned, unfortunately. Like I think in that kind of situation, like really all you can do is just ride it out. Um, oh, thank you so much, Graveyard Kitten, for the floating heart. Thank you, thank you. Try to interact anytime I see you polls and questions. Yeah, no, and I always appreciate it when people interact. I mean, that's the thing. Like I'm not like someone who like takes it personally with anything, you know? Like I think honestly, I don't think someone can be a content creator if they're going to take things personally cuz like you're always going to be facing negative comments and criticisms and trolls, and it's like you just have to like be okay with that. Um yeah, I just get bummed out when like the channel itself gets affected. It's like, man, that's a shame, you know? Cuz yeah, it's not personal. It's just like what a bummer. You make too much content. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about scaling back the posting. I used to only do once a day, um, and I started doing twice a day because I just had so much stuff. Like the backlog of content, I was like, I got to get rid of some of this. I mean, just the amount of space it's taking up on my phone is really bad. Um, but yeah, I do think like posting twice a day is just like, I think people are kind of getting sick of me. Um, so I don't know. Like, I might just I wonder if I should just film less content every time that I film cosplay videos, because like otherwise I'm just gonna keep getting a backlog of videos that just don't go anywhere. So I don't know, there might be something to be said for like I'm still gonna film like in batches, but I don't think I need to film so much. I do think it is just becoming like wasteful at this point. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to just posting once a day, because I do think twice a day like is not a great strategy. It's such a shame. Like I don't know, part of the reason I started doing it is because I was I started looking at the posting schedules of other cosplayers who like are really successful, you know, like ones who have like a lot of views and stuff. And it seemed like most of them were actually posting often like 3 times a day. And I was like, you can get away with that? I feel like if I try to do that, I'm gonna get like just buried. So I don't know. I gave it a shot, but I do agree. I don't think it's. I mean, that's always been the case with me, though. I've just always found like anything that works for everyone else, it never works for me. I don't know why. So I always feel like I can't get away with anything, you know? So yeah, I do think I'm gonna scale it back because I've noticed like views are getting a little iffy on Instagram too, and that's never a good sign. Like Instagram gets real fast, like probably like the fastest event. Well, no, that's not true. TikTok is. Well, isn't that like the joke about TikTok? You know, like their attention span. So, yeah. I mean, I do want to get back into some of the more interesting live streams that we used to do, you know, before I had to go on hiatus for a while. Um, you know, we started, you know, back when we used to do like the Lego streams and the cooking streams and stuff. I do want to start doing some of that again, but, you know, we're still like transitioning back into like trying to get the channel at least somewhat normal again, as well as we can. Soon we'll come out of the trenches. I sure hope so. Cosplay makeup tutorials. Yeah, I guess I always just assumed that's what the Get Ready With Me streams were. Tag the brands. Yeah, I have a couple sponsors. Yeah, like some of my makeup palettes were sent to me by makeup companies. Shorts are you get more views. It used to be. Yeah, I mean, we used to do like cooking in cosplay live streams. It's been kind of a while since we've done one, but yeah, I do want to like get back to doing like because I have that FNAF cookbook, you know, and part of the reason I even made the like Glamrock Chica cosplay was specifically to do cooking live streams with her. Um, but then, yeah, so like stuff went wrong in life. So that didn't end up happening, but I do want it to happen still. Um, Give us a tour. Honestly, the mess you see back here is what everything around here looks like. It is just like such a giant mess in here. It is so bad. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do because I am like out of storage room. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do when Springtrap is done. Like there's nowhere to even put it. Yeah, it's really bad. I know some cosplayers, they like start selling off their cosplays. I don't want to do that, but I also don't know what else I'm gonna do at this point. You get people like friends to join your lives? That's bold of you to assume I have friends. Halloween coming up. I've been looking for inspo. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely hoping that like as we get close to Halloween, you know, like I can really start like leaning into it, you know. I swear we got to get that FNAF cookbook thing going. Think of all the spooky content opportunities. Do I get paid? I mean, I'm monetized, but that doesn't mean much. Because yeah, I think like I said, I only make like what, like 10 cents a short or something. Yeah. I don't know how people make money on YouTube. I think you have to make like long form videos to like be able to do that because yeah. I mean, the few like long form videos that I've made, like God, like that one Dragon Con video, I think it made like $4. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I suppose we can start wrapping it up here. At least we have like a good start with Springtrap. More of a start actually than I expected us to have. Like, I really didn't think I was going to walk away with such a haul from the sports gear store. So that is good. And yeah, I really want to get that mask going. So sometime next week, definitely, we are going to do like a dedicated mask making live stream of Springtrap. I swear I'm going to have the draw figured out by then. I don't want to go into the live stream until I have that figured out. If you know any people have time, you could have them dress up. I wish I could say I was joking, but I don't have friends. I don't have a life. I don't know anyone that, like, yeah, there's nobody. Hi, Nathan. Unfortunately, we're wrapping it up here. Use old videos to record and shorten them. I could try. In the past, all of my like tutorial videos flopped pretty bad. But I suppose I could try again. Hi, Dark Elf Female. But yeah, it's been almost 2.5 hours, which actually was a little bit longer than I expected us to go. So we can probably start wrapping it up. But yeah, like as always, just, you know, keep an eye on the community tab. Because yeah, I'll let y'all know what the next stream is. If we're going to be doing a Get Ready With Me on Sunday, I don't know. I need to obviously make a decision quick because it's already Friday. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll try to decide on that and get next week figured out. We'll definitely do another art stream. We'll definitely do a Springtrap stream. Like, if I can't get the mask figured out in time to do another live stream for that, then we'll just work on something else with Springtrap. But we will do something with Springtrap. That much I know for sure. So, yeah, on that note, yeah, I'm gonna head out. I was just trying to think if there was anything I was forgetting. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go, but I hope that y'all enjoyed. I know it was not exactly what I planned originally, so I hope that wasn't too disappointing. Understandable if it was, though, I get it. And then, yeah, I will hopefully see some of you at the next live stream. Yeah, go check out my YouTube shorts because there's a good chance you're not gonna see them on your feed or get notified. Yeah, sadly. So, cosplay stream Sunday, possibly. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully. Because I feel like those are the ones people like the most. I think Get Ready With Me streams they seem to be the fan favorite around here. So yeah, I just gotta decide what to do. But yeah, I will head out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, y'all. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Thanks for moderating as always, Andrew. um, Thank you, Joe. Yeah, thank you so much, y'all. And I'm gonna go have some dinner because it is 7:30 here and I haven't eaten yet. So, anyways, see y'all soon. Bye, everyone.